Hello, and welcome to another edition of PaynePoints of Interest, where we talk about and answer questions relating to all things in small business. So grab your coffee, sit back, and join us as we start this discussion. Hey guys, I'm your host, Sarah Harbuck, and with me is Ray Coleman.
Hi.
So, we, a little behind the scenes, we record these podcasts several weeks in advance and schedule them. So we're not always up on the current events, but right now it is currently March 23rd. And
Hello from the past.
Hello from the past. If you've been watching the news at all these last couple of days, couple of weeks, the world's a little bit in turmoil, and it's affecting small businesses in a very big way, and that is the coronavirus. And today's question comes from a Reddit user saying, how can I pay hourly employees when my business is shut down due to the coronavirus? I run a small business in the service industry, and there is zero work right now when people cannot physically be in the studio. What do I do?
Okay.
Yeah.
this is one of the topics that is most important. And like you said, we're talking from the 23rd of March. So you guys in the future, this is already happened to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the the advice here isn't going to be as useful now as it will be during the next pandemic. Okay. What you need to have here is one. If you're asking this question now, it's probably pretty late in the game for you.
Yeah.
You need to have had a plan in place already, and you need to have had a small war chest, because to pay your hourly employees, you can't do that without the funds unless there's some sort of government bailout for your industry. And quite frankly, if you're a small business, that's probably not going to happen.
The government's not coming to help you.
So your
Sadly, no.
your best bet to keep your employees paid is probably to go ahead and lay them off and let them get unemployment. Otherwise, if you do have the money, if you saw this coming and you have the money to pay your employees, then you're going to probably want to pay about 3/4 salary. 3/4 of what their take home would be, hourly.
Yeah.
And I would say do that on a part-time, for as long as you can.
Yeah.
Just to try and just keep a little bit of income flowing. As far as business is concerned, if your business is actually zero, in other words, you had to close because your customer can't be, so you have no online component to your business whatsoever, you're a brick and mortar, the internet does not help you. I see very few businesses that's actually true.
Yeah.
If honestly, at this this stage of the game in the world, at this day and age, if your business has zero online components, then you're way behind, man. I mean, you're going to have to pivot.
Yeah.
Like coronavirus or no coronavirus, you're going to have to pivot because the business world in general is shifting more online. And as you're seeing today, that is a good thing.
Yes,
Okay.
because, obviously most people in big cities especially, but it's going to trickle down to the smaller communities. They're in a shelter-in-place mandate, and they can't leave their homes unless they have an emergency or have to go to the doctor or they need to get food of some kind,
Right.
So having an online business, that's essential. Now, you run into another problem. A lot of people are not working right now because they're at home. Now, a lot of people can work at home, and that's great, but not everybody can.
Mm-hmm.
They have no income coming in. They can't spend the money like they used to. So I feel like everybody's going to probably see a hit to some degree, even if they did have an online component.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one to go through.
And I think we need to all keep in mind during this time, we're in this together. If I succeed but you fail, in the long run, that's going to hurt me.
I did succeed
together.
at all.
Yeah.
If I make it and you don't, then I didn't make it.
Yeah. I mean, this is a community effort. This is a global economy. We all, while here in America, we may thrive when this is over, if our neighbors across the pond are not, that's going to hurt us in the long run too. And I feel like, we got
Right.
to open our hearts and be kind and compassionate to people, support those local businesses if you can. If you're not in a shelter in place mandate and you can, get out and go pick something up curbside or drive through, and continue to support those local businesses that really, really depend on people, coming in on a regular basis to keep their business alive and keep their employees paid. Please do so. I'm not saying to do anything unsafe or unhealthy, but if you live in a place where they're still allowing you to pick up food, do so. Order online whenever you can, and then also, take all precautions in terms of health to keep yourself safe, keep the workers safe, and just, continue to push along and keep this little cog going as long as we can.
Yeah, I mean the key of the key to this whole thing is going to be compassion, guys.
Yeah.
Just understand that your struggles are being felt all over the world, and help each other out whenever you can. You like the kindest thing that you could possibly do if you're a small business and you cannot pay your employees is to use this time as opportunity to retool your business.
Yes.
All right. So you're going through COVID-19 right now. You're sheltering in place, or your business is down. You can't leave your house. Use this time so that when you do get back into business, that your next business will not feel the pain as much, and you will have some protection for your employees for the next time. You say, well, how often does this happen? Well, not that often, hopefully, but as we can see here today, we're pretty vulnerable.
Yeah.
We are not nearly as ready for a situation like this as we should be.
Yeah.
And that's not just the government, okay? I'm not talking about the federal government. I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
Me and you. We should have been more ready for this than we were.
I think we've all kind of lived under a false sense of security to some extent, in that, oh, well, that all happened in the past. That's not going to happen to us now. And the fact of the matter is, history repeats itself. And Mother Nature's saying, you know what, we needed a break, so you guys all stay.
Yeah, you stay inside for a while.
It's rough, guys, we feel it. We totally feel it, and we feel everyone's pain, and we know that it's this is a difficult situation, and it's not easy, and we all need to help each other as best we can. And on that note, this week we are trying to feature our own local small businesses, and this week we wanted to give a shout out to Tomei Catering. They are located locally here in Lufkin, Texas, at 206 East Groesbeck Avenue. They have a website, tomeicatering.com. You can find them on Facebook as well, Tomei Catering. It stands for, they had a whole little divot here about how it's the ordinary made extraordinary. That's what Tomei stands for. And really, they do have extraordinary food for individuals and families. Ray, you want to chime in?
Yeah,
You've had their food, yeah?
This business is owned and operated by Chef Brittany, who is probably the most talented chef to come out of Lufkin, Texas. And I've been a patron of hers for a number of years now. I was one of her first customers when she first got back in town after coming to culinary school, and I watched her grow her business over the years. And her food, she's gone from having just a few events to opening up a little side kitchen to now having an entire event hall with does catering all over the area. And her food has never gone down in quality. I have never had her food either individually or at an event and it wasn't stellar.
Yeah, exactly.
She is because not only does she have great recipes and great technique, but she is a stickler for quality.
Yes.
So I recommend her catering service, and I truly recommend her event hall.
And she has,
it's fantastic.
They all have, if you're not interested in an event or renting the hall anytime soon, they do have takeaway meals that are ready prepared. They can be put in the refrigerator, or they can be frozen for several months. They cater to different dietary types, so you will not be limited. They've got amazing food, like Ray said, never been disappointed, and they're a great small business, and they do a lot for the community, so we really should support them during this rough time, and give them all the business we can. I think that's going to wrap us up for today. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments about our today's topic or want to add anything, you can find us on our website, website at PaynePoints.com, Facebook and LinkedIn at PaynePoints, Instagram at Payne.points, and Twitter at PointsPayne. You can now call or text us at 855-PAYNEPT. That's 855-729-6378. We hope everybody has a great day. Now let's get to work.